please, the staff, please. So Venerable Thammavuto will be the last, as I've heard from the organizing committee. So we're still waiting for the staffs to manage for his pre-recorded clip to be shared on the screen. And since this morning, from all the keynote speakers and all our presenters, I believe that most of our audiences, listeners have gained a lot about So I believe that Venerable Thammavuto will be today's last, but not least, who will be presenting his article, his academic paper. And since this morning, we had 3 keynote speeches by different scholars from different nations. Okay, so I heard that we will still be having one more sessions, which will be the 4th session. And for this session, we will be having Venerable Thammavuto.
Venerable Achira, we have 2 more in
2 more sessions.
Panelist chairperson,
Okay.
Dr. Nonglak and Venerable Alexander.
Okay, so that
So
means
we will share now,
sessions.
Ajahn Nonglak, please.
Okay, Ajahn Nonglak first. So I think Ajahn Nonglak is already here. So kindly invite Assistant Professor Dr. Nonglak Ani, Dean of Humanities and Social Science, Yeracha University. And she's also the President of Council of Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences of Ratchapat Universities in Thailand. So please welcome Ajahn Dr. Nonglak Ani to present her papers. Not sure whether she's...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am very glad to present our team's study, that is cultural tourism resources in the case of silk and gold mat in Buriram province. Before I jump to the presentation, I would like to introduce my team researchers. First, Dr. ยโสธารา สิริภาประภากร and second, สุริยา คลังฤทธิ์ and third, Dr. เกริกวุฒิ กันเที่ยง and I myself, Assistant Professor Dr. Nonglak Ani, the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Law Lecturer of Yeracha University. Today, I would like to present about the cultural tourism resources in the case of silk gold mat Buriram province. First, I would like to tell you about Phnom Rung Historical Park. This is the surrounding of Phnom Rung Historical Park, where is the historical land with culture, traditions, belief, and rituals. Especially the area of Ban Tako, Ban Bu, Khok Yang Sub-District, Prakhon Chai District, Buriram Province. The objective of the study are, first, to study the tourism resources in the case of silk gold mat, Prakhon Chai District, Buriram Province. And second, to develop silk gold mat products. And finally, to create added value of silk gold mat products of Prakhon Chai District, Buriram Province. the area of studying here you can see this is บ้านตะโกบ้านบุก sub-district ประโคนชัย district บุรีรัมย์ and the informants are 3 scholars 5 silk handicraft manufacturers 3 กงmat weavers silk weavers for instance. So a total of informants are of 16 people. The results of our study, we can find that firstly, the identity of tourism resources of silk and Gok mat weaving village.That is บ้านตะโกบ้านบุกโคกยาง sub-district ประโคนชัย district บุรีรัมย์ province is famous for silk and Gok mat weaving that is unique, beautiful, and exquisite. Beliefs plays a role in the center of spiritual energy, sacred symbol showing abundance.It is classified as a role player involved in wealth and spiritual perfection. The communities in this area believe in patterns and its meaning of pattern. It also has a spiritual repercussion that can be an emotional enhancement of the possessor or who wear it.Certainly, product development of silk and Gok mat of Prakhon Chai district, Buriram province. We found that silk quality are as follows. First, silk warm cycle quality, and second, silk dyeing process to create added value.And third, silk patterns such as naka, pie, flowers, and river. And fourth, silk pattern design to increase added value. And fifth, the process of preparing raw materials, weaving methods, dyeing need to include origins and symbols to convey the meaning of legends and beliefs in order to add more value. And next quality of Gok mat weaving products have been developed as follows. First, the pattern of the Gok mat such as Prasad, you can see in the picture. This is the Prasad Phnom Rung pattern and Prasad Meung Tam, Naka elephants, Nang Apsara and Thep Apsara, and finally the identity of Gok mat.It is very unique. You can see it. It is very beautiful pattern. And thirdly, creating added value of silk products. Gok mat of Prakhon Chai district, Buriram province. We found that first, the creating value added products.And number two, bringing community innovation to create value for products and service. And number three, product innovation is an improvement and development to create a new products. And number four, service innovation, the measures to help improve existing products and service very well in this era is bringing technology to help us to develop the product. This is, and moreover, the researchers have proposed 5 value creation approach are as follows. First, raw material source. Storytelling has to pay attention to the origin of the raw materials used to make that product is a good and rare raw material. And number 2, production process. Storytelling makes customers feel that are not easy to obtain each product. And number 3, producers. Storytelling writer has to focus on people who produce it. That must be well-known people. And number 4, beliefs. Storytelling can bring beliefs as a selling point. You can sell it because of the storytelling. And the last one, based on history background, to bring historical stories to make the products look valuable in the eyes of people who like history. This is all of my presentation. This is my team. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you. Goodbye.
So thank you, Assistant Professor Dr. Nonglak Ani, the Dean of Humanities and Social Science from Phetchabun Ratchapat University, for her pre-recorded presentations. And I think we have reached the final presenter of today. So I would like our